All of a sudden, a teammate walks up to you and resigns, and you lose out on an asset. All of a sudden, a project that you're working on develops a bottleneck and you are caught unawares. You just are left wondering. And many more such all of suddens. Now, the question is, do you want to be grappling with such surprises as a leader? Hi, I'm Aastha Tatia, daughter of two rock solid pillars, mother to a lovely daughter, wife of a humor king, an engineer, MBA corporate executive turned anchor person, now a happiness coach helping corporate leaders create deep connects and meaningful relationships in their organizations. And if you like the video today, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, what must you do? A very, very important aspect is doing a one-on-one interaction, having a one-on-one interaction with every team member of yours, irrespective of whether they're performing well or they're not performing, whatever the situation is, schedule your periodic interactions with every team member of yours. And over time, you can, make it a culture. When you do it, then let's say your subordinates do it with their team members, right? Now, why is it important to have that one-on-one interaction with every team member when you're already doing these group meetings, when you're regularly checking things with them? So, couple of things, I would say there are 4 5 things which are very, very critical and which you will receive as a very valuable input, which will give you a feel, a flavor of what's happening around you. Okay, so the very first thing is uh, that everybody has a different perspective. So when you ask somebody for their view or opinion about maybe a challenge at hand or about the working in general, they present their perspective, and there is surely a value add there. So get the perspective, opinion of every member in your team, no matter how senior he is, how experienced he is, or he's not, but get that opinion. So that gives you the views, varied views, number one, right? Number two, you're not taken aback all of a sudden. You know what's really happening around. Okay, so whether it is a project that you're working on, or whether it is a new initiative venture that you're coming up with, so you get a feeler of how are things progressing, in what direction are you moving. You may be living in a different world altogether, and this is facing the reality basically. So that's very important, right? Number three is that the whole um, the feeling that's there around. How is every team member feeling? What's the kind of experience they have of being a part of this team, and maybe the experience of having you as a leader. That is also one of the critical things, for you as a corporate leader, to get a feedback on how else can you do things, what else can you do to enhance the experience and the environment. So two things I spoke about together. The first one is, how are they feeling, what is their experience, whether what they're doing, where they're heading is in sync with their aspirations, right? They feel that they're growing or not. Are they developing as individuals or not? Do they feel they're contributing? Those things. And second, you getting a feedback for yourself as a leader. And of course, that requires you to give them the space where they can talk. You can have a direct question there, or maybe put it more subtly, depends on the kind of camaraderie. But for sure, it's a great way for you to get that feed forward, I'd say, if you really open and up for it. And the last but not the least, very, very important. As human beings, we all, want to belong. And when I as a leader, invite my teammates one on one, every teammate to come spend time with me over a cup of coffee, and I have that chit chat and then talk at length, it builds that connect. It gives that team member a sense of belonging, that yes, I belong to this team. I am seen and heard, and which is what we all want. Even you, as a corporate leader, want that, to be seen and heard. So now, when you're sitting across the table over a cup of coffee and having this one on one interaction, that gives a huge boost to the morale. That pumps up a different energy into that teammate. Just those couple of words, of empathy, of really wanting to understand where he or she stands and what does he think about, the overall process, what is his perspective, his opinion, and, uh, you know, what more can be done, how else things can be done. All of this just takes the whole relationship, takes the whole energy to the next level. Right. So these are some of the things. There may be so many more things that you can think of and add on to this list, but these were a couple of things that came to my mind, which are such an important aspect of that one-on-one interaction. Now, do you think you would want to miss out on getting all of this valuable information and this amazing connect feeling? I'm sure you don't want to do that. So please ensure you have your one-on-one interactions with your teammates scheduled, and once you start doing it, it'll just flow down. It'll become a part of the culture, right? So just go ahead, do that. It's very, 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 very important. And like I always say, how did it work out for you, and how would it evolve over time? Um, those are the things you can explore only when you do it. So go ahead, start doing it, and you will see an amazing bond, an amazing connect building up with your teammates, and you will see things turning around. The whole way of working, everything will turn around. I hope you found it useful and purposeful. If yes, please hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay. And I would love to hear from you. Whatever was your takeaway, whatever your experience has been, please put it in the comment box. It would be a pleasure. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.